Now, our wedding theme continues here this morning on Ireland AM. And if you haven't chosen your flowers for your wedding just yet, well, we have a fairly novel idea, something very different and something that many of you won't have seen before. These are bridal bouquets, but bridal bouquets with a difference. And Pauline from Heirloom Bouquets joins me this morning. Good morning to you, Pauline.
Hi, Anna. How are you?
Where did this idea come from?
Well, the idea, I'm originally a fresh flower florist.
Okay.
And I trained in the traditional skills of floristry, which is the technique is all wiring.
Okay.
So the components of these bouquets is all that technique where every single piece is wired individually.
Okay.
So
the difference is they're not flowers.
They're not flowers, no. They're made up of vintage style brooches, handmade satin roses, jewels and pearls. So the bouquet is quite different insofar as that you have it forever. You know, and it is a very
something you
unique.
Keep after the day.
Yes, yeah. That's what appeals
heavy,
to brides,
isn't it?
Some are heavier than others. I mean, the old brooch bouquet now, there's roses incorporated into that.
Okay.
But an old brooch bouquet would be quite heavy.
I picked this one up, Pauline, because you were saying this is your most popular seller.
Yeah, this would be the most popular seller, and I think, you know, based on the colours, I designed the roses to complement the bridal gown, whether it's oyster creams or, you know, and the bouquets really are all about enhancing the bridal gown.
Okay.
You know,
and not taking from it.
Not taking from it. You know, and again, people love to have them in their home afterwards. I mean, you can incorporate different colours into it.
Where's our really blingy one? We have, the purple one that you've just mentioned, of course.
Yeah,
if you
the
had
purple one I just did for a bride whose bridesmaids were purple. So the bride would carry this.
Okay.
So, you know, it would coordinate with the purple.
Lovely.
So that works really well.
It brings your whole colour scheme together.
So if you want colour, you know, you can go for something like that.
Now, what about the real blingy one here?
The real blingy one.
This is for someone who really likes their bling.
A woman who really likes her bling. And that can be quite heavy. But again, it's lovely, it's very sparkly on the day, and that would really work really well with something, a dress maybe that was quite plain.
Okay.
You know,
so
maybe
this will lift it.
Exactly, you might have a little bit of a sash, has, you know, a lot of diamante and pearl detail on it.
Okay.
And it is beautiful. I mean, the photographs really well.
And the workmanship is amazing.
Yeah, but there's a lot of work. I don't think people realise, like, they're not just like an alternative to fresh flowers. They're an ornamental piece that you have forever.
Yes.
You know, and that's what is appealing to brides even more. So
I like the fact you were telling me before we came on air that if you have a little brooch or some kind of family heirloom, that of course it can be inserted into it as well.
Yeah, I mean that's what's very appealing as well to people. Yeah. You know, that, you know, your grandmother's brooch. I did a few weddings there recently. One girl incorporated her grandmother's engagement ring. Lovely. Then another girl had the buttons from her grandfather's Garda coat. They were lovely silver.
Lovely.
So that was really special for her.
So be creative with it.
Absolutely.
Now, viewers at home are going, how much are they? Just give us a general guide price.
They're really cheap. A general price will be between £250 and £350.
Okay.
You get a very nice bouquet for about €300. Okay. But they last forever. There is tons of work in them. They take ages
it is very
to make.
different to a
all
standard.
The flowers are handmade, and you know, all the brooches are quite expensive, and they're all really good quality.
And they look amazing.
So, you know,
they look fabulous. Okay, you're at the Wedding Journal show all weekend, City West.
All weekend. If anybody wants to come along, I'll be there for 2 whole days. If you know, just come up to me and have a chat about.
Go up and have a closer look at them, and I think then people will really appreciate them.
I think when you actually
Pauline.
see them, and hold them, you realise the quality and the sturdiness of them.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for joining us this morning.